I love you, girl. Okay, so as an intuitive life coach and as someone who is a light worker, my mission on this planet is to help us to return to joy, to help us to return to who we were when we walked into this planet, to help us return to the absolute fearlessness and badassery that we embody as a child, the limitlessness. We have unapologetic nature to take up space. And what happens from the period of time from being a child to becoming an adult is we learn to become circus performers. We learn to become contortionists, contorting and shrinking and bending into the boxes that the world tells us who we should be. And we try to stay out of the boxes that the world tells us, no, not like that. Don't be like that. And what happens is we become sleepwalkers. We learn to numb. We learn to hide who we are from the world and from ourselves. And we don't actually shine our light or share our light with the world. And so there are two ways that you can return to joy that I'm going to share with you today. One is literally just returning to joy. Turning to face joy, reprioritizing joy in your life. Think about the things that really light you up. Think about the things that when you do them, you love being you. Think about the things that would just absolutely excite and delight your inner child. What are the things that you laugh and you giggle? Who are the people you love being around? Now, there's another thing I've discovered on my journey of returning to joy, and that is actually that in order to return to joy, we need to learn to turn towards fear. So I'm going to talk to you about both of those, but you're going to notice about the images is some of them you're not going to actually know, were these my things that I turned towards fear, or were these things I actually wanted to do that were joy? Because what happens is when we return to joy and when we face fear to find our joy, you'll actually start to notice you're having fun facing and embracing fear. So as we first take a look at returning to joy, I actually create joy lists, and I do this with the people that I work with, right? It's like, what are the things this week that you can add to your schedule that are actually prioritizing joy instead of just a to-do or an accomplishment that will help you illuminate not only your life, but the life around you? What I also do is I create fear lists, a fear list. I consciously look at what are the things that when I face those things, that they actually create my nervous system to go kind of crazy. My head chatter starts going, but what if, and oh my God, and we were just talking about this with a lot of the speakers backstage, right? It's like there are these stories that we have that if I make a mistake, the world is going to end. If I face my fear, if I try something, I may fall and I may hurt myself. I actually did fall trying this, and I got back up. And so this is a metaphor. These images are metaphors for surrendering to the joy that you truly are and giving yourself permission to face the fears and change your relationship with fear. So years ago, I changed my relationship with fear, and I said, you know what? I've been noticing ever since I've been turning towards more joy and ever since I've been turning towards more dreams, a lot of fear has been coming up. And it's trying to talk me out of my greatness. It's trying to keep me stuck, and it's calling it safe. It's trying to have me avoid my dreams and lean towards comfort. And so what I said is no more. From now on, every single time I'm afraid of something, I'm going to say yes to it. If there's a conversation that makes me nervous, I say yes. If there's a relationship that I am in and it has expired, I have the courage to leave. If there is a job that I am doing and it does not bring me light anymore, it does not bring me joy anymore, I walk away. It's consciously giving yourself permission to ask yourself, what are the things that you know that when you do those, they'll actually change your relationship with yourself? Because you'll realize that if someone's going to have your back, it's going to be you. That if someone is going to be poo-pooing on your dreams, it's not going to be you anymore. You're not going to let fear talk you out of that. And yes, you will hear a lot of yeah buts and a lot of what ifs. But personally, I would rather live a life with no regrets and slide into the grave knowing that I faced every single challenge and obstacle with not experiencing fear, but with the agreement with fear that you're actually going to show me my opportunities for where light exists. When we lean towards fear, it actually teaches us how powerful we are. And so I invite each of you today to think about where are the areas in your own life that you are sleepwalking, that you are not the master creator, that you can give yourself permission to lean towards joy, to go through the darkness, to face your fears, and reclaim the light that you are. Thank you so much.